The recording is in progress.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I would like to greet all our guests. I would like to greet our leadership. I would like to greet everyone who is here, our media partners that are here tonight on this second press conference as we are working towards our International and Indigenous Women Conference that will be starting from the 4th to the 8th of March. Very exciting indeed that we have added the Indigenous element to it, our Indigenous community. Our program is not going to be that long because it is your day today if you are from the media house, so that you can be given an opportunity to ask any clarity-seeking questions pertaining to the conference, the up-and-coming conference. So we thank each and everyone. I would like to recognize all our excellencies and any highnesses that are here. So we thank you for being with us this evening. I would like to kick off our program and start with Ambassador Andrew in the absence of our chairperson, who is Dr. Tamara. So Andrew will be taking the first turn to give us the introduction and the opening speech. Thank you. You can take over, sir.
Well, thank you so very much. This is Andrew Williams Jr., and I'm going to take the liberty of sharing my screen again so that we can have our audience to understand that we're here to celebrate the second annual International and Indigenous Women's Day Conference. This conference is, as I say, the second annual event. It began last year on March 4th through the 8th. But at that time, it was only called the International Women's Day Conference. I have to give special thanks to my beloved daughter, Princess Seppi, and the work I was doing with her with Indigenous peoples in Africa that influenced me to encourage Dr. Tamara and also Miriam Khan to consider expanding the vision so that this becomes the International and Indigenous Women's Day Conference for 2022. Also, it is the second annual, but not the last. We are, in fact, on the last, or I should say, the decade of action to deliver on the Sustainable Development Goals. So this is only the second of 10 of our events. We will be actually shadowing the work of the Sustainable Development Goals. Andrew Networks is a supporting social media partner of the IIWDC 2022 to promote the Sustainable Development Goals through the United Nations Global Compact. So I extend greetings to all attendees and our global audience. As Andrew Williams Jr., I've been doing philanthropic work as a cultural ambassador, I should say cultural diplomatist and brand ambassador for dozens of humanitarian organizations worldwide since my first appointment as a Facebook ambassador by globecal.net in October 2009. That also gives me a lot of pleasure to find among us Maria Benekov from Sweden, who's also an international Goodwill ambassador for the same time. Through my 2014 election as president of 5 Points Youth Foundation, I joined the United Nations Global Compact. In 2019, I founded the ad hoc International Advisory Board of Goodwill Ambassadors, AHIABGA. In 2020, I was inducted as a Royal Prince in Ghana. Also in 2020, I was appointed as chairperson of multiple international advisory boards, and in 2021, launched the PAR-XTC Export Trading Company as CEO. All of those roles are bundled into the Andrew Networks brand, which provides social media support to promote projects impacting the decade of action to deliver the Sustainable Development Goals, excuse me, through the United Nations Global Compact worldwide and Africa-specific local network strategy. I am elated and humbled that AHIABGA Ambassador Dr. Tamara Alkolagasi, as president of the American International Education Federation, and chairperson of the Global Women's Development Network, saw fit to include Andrew Networks as a supporting social media partner of the IIWDC 2021 through 2030. Although she could not join us today, let me summarize her bio. Professor Dr. Alkolasi has many years of experience in the educational and management, administration, IT, investments, and development fields, currently holding a lot of high-level positions. She has experience in many high-profile positions like chairwoman, CEO, president, vice president, and founder of for-profit and nonprofit organizations. Some of her positions include the president of American Group of Companies Consultations, president of American German Organization for Development and Peace, president of International Human Rights Movements, UK, CEO of PayRem Money Transfer Platform, vice president of Palestinian Refugee Organization in Geneva and Paris, and many more. Working in many fields, from investment to education, to humanitarian, to peace and IT, and media, to development, to engineering, and many others, she's worked through organizations on emphasizing the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations and the 2030 Agenda. The first annual 2021 International Women's Day Conference was headed up by IIABGA ambassadors, Dr. Tamara, and also Ms. Miriam Khan, who is founder and president of the Global Women's Development Network, executive director of the Community Development Foundation, CEO of the Women's Economic Development Initiative for Punjab, and head of schools for rural womanpreneurship. The original IWDC was chiefly moderated by IIABGA Ambassador Princess Seppi Madlong of South Africa, and Andrew Networks chiefly promoted the 5 days through the IIABGA Network Facebook group and other pages, as we are streaming today's event. Going forward with the International and Indigenous Women's Day Conference 2022, Andrew Networks will provide similar support and make available StreamYard, Zoom, and other platforms for those speakers who can prepare their presentations in advance, as well as provide post-event rebroadcasting of approved event highlights to promote the 2023 through 2030 events as we launch IIABGA-TV on the www.nwn.tv network to champion the United Nations Global Compact Local Network worldwide and Africa-specific strategy during this decade of action to deliver the Sustainable Development Goals to leave no one behind. I thank you so very much. Everyone is welcome. And now back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is Prince Andrew Williams Jr. from USA, who is also part of our leadership team. He is also a very great supporter of our initiatives as women, and he has been walking this path with us right from the beginning. We thank you so much. He's one of the gentlemen that have really shown that behind every successful woman, there is a man, there is a gentleman. So we thank you, and may you continue. And with all other gentlemen that we have been working together, there are few of them, and they have just been working with us, giving us the support at every level, at every conference that we do. Thank you. Moving right ahead, and also may I also mention that Prince Andrew is also responsible for communications in our team. Moving right ahead, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have the president of our conference, Madam Miriam Khan from Pakistan, who will be presenting to us the objectives and the vision and the purpose of being here today, and also telling us more about the upcoming conference. Thank you so much. Madam President, you may take over.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much, Sir Andrew, to give a very comprehensive briefing for the second press conference of International and Indigenous Women's Day Conference. And we are thankful for all our members, and especially the media members, which have joined us today for this second round of the press conference. And today we are going to revise again our conference briefing in terms of presentation, and we are going to add few more information in this just to keep them updated, like our media members, which are supporting a lot in their regions through their channels, through their all media platforms. They are supporting this conference a lot. I received today's different links from different TV channels and from different papers. So I'm going to share these links within our WhatsApp groups also, where our women leaders are sitting. And I think so this is equally important for everyone, that these press conference having a great impact by our media members. Thank you so much for all media channels which are joining this conference for 5 days virtual conference as a media partners. So thank you so much for joining. So now moving towards my presentation. This is International and Indigenous Women's Day Conference, which is going to be initiated in March, from March 4th to 8th March. So under the banner of American International Education Federation, Global Women's Development Network, Community Development Foundation, and along with a huge collaboration of social media partner, this is Andrews Network, and now we are having the regular media partners, media and print and electronic media partners along with this conference. So in this way, we are going to convey our voice as per our set targets of 500,000 women across the globe. The major slogan of this conference that we are going to addressing global challenges for 500,000 women beneficiaries with the help of these 3 defined sustainable development goals. This is goal 4, quality education; number 5, gender equality and women empowerment; and number 17 is partnership for the networking and partnership for the development, especially for the women development. I also want to describe the logo of United Nations Global Marketplace. And we are really thankful for the great hard work of our chairperson, Dr. Tamara Umar. She is struggling so much to take this platform on a very higher level. And we are now under the banner of a United Nations Global Marketplace. That's why we are calling that we are working for the economic development of women, because each woman is going to be under through their businesses, through their entrepreneurship activities. We are going to take and link them with the trade and marketing internationally. So I already explained these are 4 core parts of the conference. And we are having, one very productive statement about conference, that uniting the world's largest women leaders to initiate change in the worlds of the grassroots with different perspectives. So these are the main organizers of the conference, in which we have mainly Circle of Global Business Women with us, a great team, a great leaders, and supporting this cause from with us from last, from round 1, and this is round 2, under the kind, guidelines and support of this organization. Then we have Future Lift Foundation direct from Princess Sip is heading this organization. This is EDFU Foundation. This is African Festival Foundation, and AgriBite organization, which is leading agriculture activities from Pakistan, is the leading partners of this conference. These are the 3, you can say the think tanks or the main persons, which are running this and planning for this event, and trying to add more and more countries and people and tribes, nations, one by one, with the passage of time until 2030, we are trying to cover all countries on the planet under this segment of Women's Day Conference. So this is the rest of the core team, which are, I think, so the best team we have found so far. This is Dr. Calvin Morgan. This is Princess Seppi with us. Ma'am Heather from South Africa. Ma'am Cindy from Circle of Global Businesswomen. She's, worldwide president of her organization. And Dr. Syed Iftikhar is head of food and agriculture sector from Pakistan, and also heading the agri-diplomacy initiative, which we initiated after our 16 days of activism for development campaign, which we launched with the collaboration of all this available team for under the three major objectives. This is food and nutrition, this is smart agriculture, and also the food safety and security. This is the International and Indigenous Women's Day Conference outreach, in which we have 50 women-led organizations on this banner with 50 plus countries, 500,000 women beneficiaries, and 50 plus women businesses initiatives we are going to introduce in this 5 days virtual Women's Day Conference. So these are the region segregation of the countries so far. But I think so at the end of the day, when we finalize our third round of the conference, this picture can be slightly changed because of adding new countries, and might be few numbers in different regions can be changed or increased. So this is the vision and mission of this conference, women prospering in the workforce for workforce development, vocational education, and training skills. Women succeeding as entrepreneurs can access to capital markets and networks, and women enabled in the economy and remove restrictive legal and cultural barriers. So this is the target beneficiaries of the conference, and right now we have 49.58% women population currently, and we believe that women collectively will change our world for the better tomorrow. So International and Indigenous Women's Day Conference will be addressing the rights loud and clear, making this group of women to take an active part and joining others in contributing in a week-long virtual conference starting from 4th March to 8th March. What is the vision behind this global initiative of 2021 till 2030? The vision of this global conference states that no woman should be denied these choices. And the choices are a choice to know, a choice to learn, a choice to implement, a choice to accelerate, a choice to invest, and finally, be able to choose a better life, building stronger and thriving families, communities, and nations. We are here to serve these women and highlight them as shining leaders through this global platform. Objective of International Women's Day Conference. I can quickly go through this. This is to review, analyze, and consolidate different approaches towards economic growth, and approaches towards inclusive working environment for women. We are going to identify the impact of global crisis on women's businesses to ensure that this is the part of the global trades from this side. So build stronger capacity with local level civil societies organizations, and also we are going to focus to mobilize and building capacity of the local organizations as well. Access and disseminate lesson learned and good practices for the women, especially for the women's rights and inclusion in the activities in their communities. Promote an exchange of information and experience between women trades and between women trades. So this is a huge dashboard of conference that we are going to touch as per our set targets. This is the 50 plus global, 50 plus countries which are talking global challenges, addressing global challenges. We have 50 plus nations picking the people and available resources and we are inviting them to participate in terms of any role. Starting from the speakers, we are inviting them as entrepreneurs, as business persons, as community experts, community services experts, or even business persons as well. So we are also having a sustainable takeaway, sustainable solutions for 50 plus women leaders, and these women leaders are already sitting with us in our contacts, in our social media groups, and we are regularly contacting with them to register their roles and register their thoughts with us in terms of what they are going to deliver in these 5 days. So we have 10 defined development sectors, which is women economic empowerment oriented sectors. So we have 10 sustainable development, grassroots development oriented sustainable development goals, which are directly connecting and taking under their consideration of rural development. So we have 3 kind of different partnerships also under this banner. This is technical, strategic, and financial partnerships. Scope, I have already explained that we are taking grassroots women with different perspective. So what are the tasks for which we have already distributed among our partners, our members, our colleagues? This is selection of new countries, which we have already done. This is exploring and passionate women leaders, which is in process. And also we are very close to this task as well, that women leaders are finalized with us. And also we have connecting with companies sponsored, which are also in process with our through our members from various countries. We are also trying to reach the speakers. This is also in process. We are registering the speakers. We are making their all other official requirements to become a speaker on this conference. Also, we are going to identify new projects and action plans with the help of the members, which are available with us and working as a team on this preparation of this conference. We are our strategy for the international conference. Under this strategy, we have designed a strategy to respond all women by addressing their needs and trends to deliver long-term success. We have 3 different kind of strategies behind this. Number 1, we are focusing for the better businesses. We are focusing towards the better societies, and also we are focusing on the social impact investments. And for the 3rd strategy, we are already started this initiative even in this conference or before this conference, that all previous available women's services and impact of the women's services, we are trying to collect from all these countries, and we are going to present this impact of women's services through an official documentary on record impact of women's services in this conference. Through this initiative, we are going to show all the work done by women in various regions and countries, and which I think so the world don't know about. Let's say the lady which is sitting in Nepal doing great work, having a lot of women farmers with her, and she's delivering so many new approaches for the farming, not only for the farming, even for the local and professional or even regional kitchen gardening programs. So in this way, we are going to take in her work under this documentary, and we are going to present this front of our platforms, that this is the work of international and indigenous women which are doing on in their regions and countries. So this social impact investment is later can be this documentary can be a big source to addressing this third strategy from our side. So I'm really glad that very important and senior members are already working on collecting investment, collecting impact from these countries. We are receiving a lot of emails in which people are sharing their work from their countries. And I'm really glad that we are going to add all this work on one place, one page, and we are showing to the world that this is the work done by the women. So we have these proposed sectors with us, which we are focusing in our thematic areas, in our thematic and sectorial partnerships. These are the business entrepreneurship, IT, livelihood, business development, food and agriculture, health and well-being, environment and climate action, safe and affordable energy, print and electronic media, and safety and security. So this is the sectorial partnership of international and indigenous women. And in this sectorial partnership, again, we are focusing, first of all, on the 3 defined development goals. And we are trying to understand emerging development trends by involving these sustainable development goals in our all sectors. I quickly go through because we are in process of revise this presentation. Like under all sectors, which we are going to show see now, these available logos are representatives of the organizations. These organizations are under the sector, and in this conference, all these organizations are coming in different roles, presenting agriculture. So let's say, if I'm talking about the Torch organization, Torch is from the USA organization and working a lot on the agriculture and community, rural and grassroots communities development. So similar, the all organizations are having a greater experience in agriculture. So we have a great pool and great stuff which are coming on one day, let's say first day or second day, to address only agriculture on our Women's Day conference, the role of women and what women have already done, what are their plans, what are they doing. So all kind of things we are going to see in the conference. So similarly, one by one, women in businesses coming, all these all these organizations are coming with the same pattern like agriculture. They are showing their work, they are showing their their deliverables, and also what they done previously and what they are having future plans. How can they connect their future plans with this huge target of women beneficiaries? How can they benefit these selected women also through their presence? Again, we have peace and women rights with us. We have a woman in education. So I'm really thankful and feeling proud that we have a good number of partner organizations with the relevant sectors and thematic areas. This is the women in investments. So women in IT and ICT and high tech. And this is women in community services. So all these sectors are, covered by the relevant partners. And also these sectors are still open. If you people, can recommend or want to add some more people, some more organizations under these sectors and thematic areas, you are most welcome to invite them as a member, as a team member of this conference. So what are the actions for these partnerships? What are the action? What they can do when they join us as a partner? Number one, this is the possibility to raising awareness as per the selected sectors and thematic areas. This is the partnership and co-creations for economic development. We are also working and thinking and so much focusing on the takeaway, sustainable takeaways through these collaborations. Number four, finalize registered speakers and slots. Number five, we are going to close International Indigenous Women's Day Conference on 10 collaborative projects. So what are these collaborative projects? These collaborative projects are based on these sectors, like what we are going to do in education and how many countries are interested to join the project of education. So this is, this is one of the other tasks which team is working on this to announce 10 collaborative projects. So these 50 countries can collaborate with each other. Like if they are interested on agriculture, they can joining. They can develop their own proposals, their own ideas, or even EOIs for the collaborative projects. So we are not going to close this conference only to saying thanks to everyone and just delivering the certificates to all. We are going to close this conference on the 10 collaborative projects. Like previously, we announced, the 11 points charter of demand, but this time we are going to announce 10 collaborative projects at the closing of the conference. And number 6, this will actively, the International Women's Conference will act a business partnership towards sustainable development goals. So what IIWDC offering to its partners and audience? So we are trying and we are in process of benefit low income communities, especially women. Through this collaboration under all these sectors, under all these themes, we are trying to create economic opportunities and improving living standard. Significant potential for contributing with lasting solutions, transformational element to for inclusive business models, removing barriers from the funds, access to funds for these organizations or even individuals or platforms. International Indigenous Women's Day committed to create value chains and also improving rural women's access to productive resources. What is the impact forecast of this conference? So we are focusing on the decision-making power in women, control over productive economic resources, use and reinvesting of income, social capital and leadership in community, and also trying to access to use of technologies in businesses. This is the collective wall of all partners which we have seen under different teams and different sectors. These are the combined wall of these partners that we are going to present in our International Women's Day Conference. Again, this is the summary of this conference. So 3 partners which we have already described with 50 plus countries, and we are connecting with more than 100 plus women, which are addressing as a leaders and representatives of countries. We are connecting more than 50 nations and tribes by involving indigenous women. And also we are trying to making progress with agreed specific indicators along with set standards for half of the million women across the globe. These are the 3 key messages of the conference. We are creating better future for all, impressive range of acceleration for women, and task ahead is clear with financial markets. So again, this is the collaboration, partnerships, and registration are open as speakers, business entrepreneurs, researchers, media experts, grassroots communities, service providers, and students and fellows. So what is the impact summary overall of this initiative? Rural urban women's participation in online e-commerce. Accelerating digitalization in women businesses ventures. Plan for different possibilities for women economic empowerment. Examine the benefit and costs of $500,000 Women's Development Program by 10 collaborative projects at closing of the conference. Proactively engaging policymakers to remove barriers. Look at the crisis as an opportunity to learn, grow, and transform. Thank you so much from my side. And this is the presentation. And one more document which we are sharing after the answer questions from the hall, and especially from the media persons. This is with the a market kit or even a promotional kit of the conference, which we want to share with you, and we are going to launch this today with the new information. Thank you so much for the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is our president of the conference, Madam Miriam Khan from Pakistan. Wonderful presentation, so very well elaborated. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we will be taking questions from the floor by raising the hand so that we can recognize you. And thank you so much to all those that are joining us for the first time today. We hope that they have gotten more information as to who we are and what we stand for, where we are looking into the vision, so that come 2063, at least there will be the generation that can remember that we made our mark on this earth. So thank you so much. We are now open for question and answers. By the raise of right, Lloyd has raised the hand. Thank you. You may ask your questions, Lloyd.
Yes, hello. Hi. So I just wanted to ask, I saw all of those countries and organizations listed. Of course, I did see the Global Unity Network logo there and UnityNet Kenya. I'm just wondering if there are any Indigenous women involved at all from Canada in this initiative at all, if there's been any identified.
All right, thank you so much for that question, Sir Lloyd. We are busy working on that one. We've got our main partner here from the president of the Global Circle of Business Women. And she has been very instrumental in connecting us globally to those countries that have got a strong presence of Indigenous communities. So soon, as Miriam has already alluded, that you will see that wall is going to be, we are working on it. It's going to be changing within 2 days. So yes, there will be. And even from South Africa, we already have a very strong organizations, which here in South Africa, we have our newly elected chairperson of the parliament of the traditional leaders and the Khoisans. So, and we are busy talking even to furthermore our queens in our main kingdoms, but globally we are working on that one. You will see a different picture in a week or so. Thank you. We will take another question, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Miriam, are you there, or am I now out of the conference?
Yes, ma'am. I want to answer Sir Andrew's question. Yes, we have members from Canada, and they are sending their information also. Today, I have prepared two posters from the Canada also. And number one, that our very senior member, that Ma'am John Kerr, is also from Canada, and she's also heading the funding portion of Global Women's Development Network. And yes, she's from Canada, and also one or two more persons are also involving their, their organizations, and also referring, the women from Canada also. And sir, if you have also someone which is especially related from the indigenous perspective, you can also refer them to join this conference.
Thank you very much, Miriam, because actually this is the challenge, I think, and even Joan has expressed the similar challenge, that it is difficult to connect with the local indigenous communities here in Canada.
Yes, sir.
To have them involved in these discussions, especially
Yes,
these
sir.
events. So I would like to actually connect with you with a new network that we are developing with regard to culture, and so there's a lady out in Calgary. Her name is Gemma, that I would like to introduce to you and others from the Global Women's Development Network, because she mentioned that there is an Indigenous community right beside Calgary that she may wish to interact with, just out on the outskirts of the city.
Sure, sir. And I think so this can be a great, addition from their side also, if you refer few more members. So, ma'am, we can move forward for the next question, please. Ma'am, kindly unmute yourself.
Thank you. I thought I clicked. Do we have any other question, good people? Thank you for that question. Thank you for the additional information there, Madam Miriam Khan. Any question while you are still thinking of the question, we'd just like to remind all of us that are here about the sectors that we would like you to register as a speaker or coming on board, which you will find on our registration form, that we do have the sector of women in agriculture, of women in education, of women in business, women in human rights and peace and equity. We have women in energy, women in technology, women in community services, and women in investments. Do we have a hand? Doesn't look like that.
Sir Hadi, do you want to ask a question, please? Sir, ma'am, Hadi is, I think so, from the Euro Arab Voice TV. So I want to ask something. Sir,
All right.
kindly
Thank you
unmute
so much.
yourself.
First of all, I want to present myself. I'm the president of the International Arab Voice Center for Peace and Human Service, calling from Saudi Arabia. Secondly, I want to present my special thanks to you, Your Excellency, Madam Miriam, and other thanks to Her Excellency, Dr. Tamara Omar, the president of the American International Education Federation. And I'm very glad. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for this conference. And there is a question, which is regarding this conference. Is it being scheduled as to be every year or every some months or whatever? So because this conference is very important, especially for us over here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Sir, can I, because you are asking about the schedule of the conference?
Exactly. Exactly,
Yeah,
sir. I wanna
okay.
ask if it's gonna be every year. I mean, regarding this conference, is it gonna be scheduled as annually?
Yes, sir. This will be scheduled annually, and we have started this in 2021, and we are going to take in this initiative till 2030, because this conference is, in so many aspects, this is with the Sustainable Development Agenda 2030. So this conference is also, we are going to take in this initiative till 2030. And the rest of the part of the question, that this is also scheduled this year in March. You have, you already attended the presentation, and we said even the regular, these 5 days, along with the agendas, speakers, timings, everything. So as a media partner, definitely we will share this schedule at least 1 week before with you. So to cop up with your regular broadcast. So we will share definitely 1 week before with you the whole schedule. Thank you so
very
much.
much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We will take another question if there are any. May we see the hand? Thank you so much, Mr. Hadi Al-Nomeish. Thank you. It doesn't look like we have any other hand, ladies and gentlemen. We will move right along, where I think now we are coming to the closing of today's session, today's press conference, and we would like to really humbly say thank you to everyone who has made time. To all our media partners, we thank you so much. So there are a few announcements. That we would like to make is that, just as a reminder, the conference will be taking place from the 4th to the 8th of March every day. However, all our speakers, they will not be speaking every day, but we will be scheduling as Miriam has already mentioned. The other announcement is that the 3rd press conference will be taking place on the 28th of February. We will be issuing all the details closer to the time, or even in a week. And then just to reiterate as well, we will be playing probably the video. I'm not sure if Miriam has got that. The goal of having 50+ women representing their countries, we have reached it. Actually, we reached it within 2 weeks of starting with our announcing the dates of the conference. We now have all those. We are working behind scenes to make sure that all our promotions are done. So I think she will be playing with us, those women that are already here. We have got those that we are carrying over with them from 2021. And others are joining us for the first time in 2022. We really are so glad to have you and are honored that we will be adding more on our knowledge by having you on this platform. Thank you. I will turn it back to you, Madam Miriam. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am, this is not the whole members, but we are trying to as much as we can add in this video. But these are the more and more members are still, which we are going to add in this the new members which are coming to join this conference from the 50 countries. So all the ready poster we try to present today, and definitely we are going to give the complete booklet of the conference on 28th of February in our. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, we can see, we can hear. Beautiful.
Thank you so much. And, this is not a complete, booklet of all the speakers and partners and the members. And this is in process. We just give an idea that what exactly we are going to, be finalized. This is in process. And, as soon as we are receiving nominations, along with the information, the teams are adding this in the main. So the last, which I want to share as a marketing booklet of this conference, I think we can have a quick look on this, and then we are going to request our moderator to close today's session. So this is the marketing booklet, and this is open for all of us for the suggestions, for your feedback, for the improvement in this marketing booklet, which we can present along with the invitation letters to the members, because we are start sending invitation letters to the members. So this booklet can be helpful for them to understand the conference. So, and you as a member can also share your suggestions in this also. So I'm not going to read this. I'm just having a quick look from your side on this booklet. So this is, a slightly previous round one background. So we are trying to, making this booklet as much as we can brief for along with the invitation letters. So last in this which we missed, it's our new outreach, the new outreach which is attached, with the member new member countries. We attached with this information. So thank you so much, ma'am. This is all from my side today. So if Andrew, if you have the picture of the 50 countries, can we share on the screen, please?
Please repeat that, Miriam. I did not hear you.
I said if you have a picture of 50 countries along right now with you, can we put on the screen?
The picture of the countries?
Yes, 50 countries.
Yeah, just a moment, please.
Okay.
Right. While we are still, ladies and gentlemen, while we are still preparing to put those flags, thank you so much. We have noticed Medlozu. I think I've given you my number so that we can speak and as to how you register, how we include you also on our list. So we have put also the details of the email where you can send us any inquiries or requests. Thank you. Are we ready, Dr. Andrew?
Well, I'm
yes,
not
yes.
ready. No, I don't have it in front of me now. I was not prepared. I apologize.
No problem. Ma'am, can you see my screen, please?
Yes, we can.
So these are the 50 plus countries, and we are trying to add, because one country which we found today, this is Cyprus. We are going to add this country also in this list. So this is the 50 countries partners which are coming to attend this event. This is this special picture for our today's media members and media colleagues. And I think so I have already shared this in the press release also, that this is very important. If you can support us to publish this picture, I think so this is one of the powerful poster of the upcoming conference. Thank you so much for your support to us publish all these things which we have shared with you, especially these posters which are representing 50 plus countries across the globe. Thank you so much.
Great. I think we have arrived and we are now at the end of our press conference.
Yes,
on
ma'am.
this day. We would like to thank you very much. We'd like to thank our presenter, our president, Miriam Khan, our Ndade Andrew, who is responsible for media and communications, to thank Chairperson Dr. Tamara in absentia. We'd like to thank our powerful partner, our president, Madam Cindy Mzamo, and to you all, great partners that we have been moving together. Let us see each other up until on the 4th, on the 8th. It's gonna be wonderful, it's gonna be great. And what I would like to reiterate, you have already seen that it's not only about the conference, but we are going to be having projects and programs to implement. Furthermore, throughout the year, you will be seeing in 2021, we continued with our activities to show the impact that we are making. And also we are going to be having, like you've seen previously, we had the charter. Now we are going to be having those resolutions, and be part of this movement, be part of us. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good night, ma'am.
Peace and love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good night.